In this video, I am going to show you basic use of Audacity. This is a beginner-level tutorial. If you do not have any experience or have little experience with Audacity, you will be benefited from this tutorial. I am using Audacity 3.0.0 for this video, but the process is the same if you use an older or newer version. I will cover a range of topics like how to record, how to save projects in Audacity, how to open existing audio files, and basic editing effects to improve audio quality. And then I will discuss some editing features of Audacity, which will help you to edit audio efficiently. After opening Audacity, we see a welcome box. Here you will find the forum link to seek help and online guides on how to use Audacity. If you want to learn Audacity in depth, you will find those resources useful. I click OK to dismiss this. First thing we will see, how to record audio in Audacity. This red record button does the recording job. Press the button or press R on the keyboard and recording will start. Before recording, you want to check which microphone is selected for recording. You will see the microphone selection drop down here, and you have to select the microphone you want for recording. If you attach the microphone while Audacity is open, you may not see the microphone on the drop down. To solve this kind of issue, go to Transport menu, and then rescan audio devices. Click on that and Audacity will recognize any new device attached to the system. You can see a Samson mic appear here, and I will select the Samson mic. After selecting the microphone, select the recording channel. My Samson microphone does not have options other than mono, that is okay for voiceover. I will choose built-in microphone from here to demonstrate stereo channel option. If I record now, a single channel is appearing in the recording track. I will stop and choose stereo recording channels. Let's cross out this track. You now see recordings started with 2 channels. For voiceover, mono is fine, and editing in stereo is the same as mono. But with stereo you get the option to add separate effects on the left or right channel. If you are recording music, stereo can be useful to you. So choose the channel which meets your needs. I will switch back to Samson and let's see a bit about recording volume. You can set the recording volume for your selected mic in this slider. If your microphone has a recommended volume level, follow that. Otherwise, you can check the playback meter to find out the optimal recording level. You should target so the meter is over -24 most of the time while you talk. If you see it is low, you can increase the recording volume. With a good sound level in original audio, you get more flexibility in editing. Click the stop button or press spacebar on keyboard to stop recording. Once you have recorded your audio, you can start editing or save the project. It is always a good idea to save to prevent accidental loss of your work. To save your work, go to File, Save Project. Click on the Save Project and you will get a warning. When you save a project in Audacity, it is not a playable audio file. It is just an Audacity project file, which only Audacity can open. We will see a bit later how to make an actual audio file from Audacity. It will ask for where to save the file. I choose Desktop, then Audacity Projects. Let's give it a name, Dummy. So this project is now saved as Dummy, and I can open this project anytime, and we'll see the last saved point. Now I can cross out Audacity to see how Audacity project works. I will go to the directory where I saved my project. Here you see the dummy.op3 file. I double-click to open it, and it is open in Audacity the way I had saved it last time. One last point about recording. If you want to listen through headphone while you are recording, you can do that. Go to Transport Options, and then Software Playthrough. If you see the checkmark beside a setting, then it is on, otherwise off. Click on Software Playthrough, and it will be on. Listening through headphones while recording is a good way to be sure recording quality is good enough. You will see many YouTubers doing it. Software Playthrough can be laggy if hardware support is not good enough, but you can try it to figure out the best recording position. Recording through Audacity is not the only way to edit an audio file. You can open an existing audio file to edit in Audacity. To open an audio file, go to File, Open. Then browse through the location and select the audio file. This audio file can be WAV or MP3 or other audio type file. After opening the file, you will see the same timeline as recording. This timeline is the place where you will edit the audio. This timeline is called waveform. So you are basically seeing your audio in a wave. These blue waves are the audio, and this wave will change as you edit along. At the top of the timeline you can see the seconds. So you see how the wave looks at 2 seconds or at 3 seconds. This black vertical line represents the playhead. When you play the file, it will start from where the black line is. Let's take this playhead towards beginning and play this audio. To play and pause audio, press spacebar on the keyboard.
Audacity is a free audio editing software.
As we have listened to this audio, let's edit this audio to improve. We will apply 3 effects on this audio to sound it better. Noise reduction, equalization or EQ in short, and lastly normalize. The order of these 3 effects is important. To edit audio, this toolbar is your friend. The big eye is the selection tool. To select a tool, click on that. Below the selection tool is the zoom tool. If you want to zoom in a particular point in the timeline, select the zoom tool and click on the point to zoom in. To get back to normal view, go to View, then Zoom and then Zoom Normal. Let's get back the selection tool. We will apply the first effect in this audio, noise reduction. For noise reduction you have to select a noisy part of the audio. Keep in mind, this noise means white background noise like laptop fan, or AC or refrigerator in another room. Audacity will not be able to remove sudden noise like a car honk. To select a noise sample, drag that part in the timeline. This noise sample can be in the beginning, or in the middle, or anywhere in the audio. You just have to be sure that sample has the noise you want to remove from all over the audio. Also, the minimum sample length has to be 0.05 seconds. I have selected here more than 1 second, so no worry about the noise sample length. After selecting the sample, go to Effect, Noise Reduction. Noise reduction is a 2-step process. Step 1 is to give Audacity the noise profile. Audacity can remove noise from an audio if the noise profile is matched. Click on Get Noise Profile and Audacity will remember this noise profile. In step 1 of noise reduction, I selected only the part that had noise. For step 2, I have to select the part of the audio from which I want to remove the noise, for this case the whole audio clip. To select all of the clip, double-click inside it. There is another way to select the whole clip. You can click on the Select button on the track control panel. With the whole track selected, go to Effect Noise Reduction again. In step 2 you will see 3 fields. Noise reduction field decides how much noise you want to remove, if noise is found. You can adjust the slider to set a value, 48 is the maximum. Default 12 works fine in most cases, too much reducing noise degrades the audio quality. Then the sensitivity field decides how aggressive the noise reduction will be. 24 is most aggressive. Default 6 works fine most of the cases, you can increase to 12 if white noise is quite high. Once again, too aggressive noise reduction degrades the audio quality. The last field, frequency smoothing bands kind of repair your audio after reducing noise. 0 means don't do anything after reducing noise, maximum is 6. I will keep it to default 3, but you can try with 0 and gradually increase to check which audio sounds better. Before applying these settings, you can preview the audio from the Preview button. A 6-second sample can be heard with these settings applied.
Audacity is a free audio editing software.
Let's apply these changes. You can see those small dots are gone. Those dots are basically white noise, and it is removed as noise reduction is applied. As noise reduction is done, I will apply the next effect, equalization. I will select the whole audio with double click, then go to Effect, Filter Curve. EQ is the technique to boost or cut frequencies by audio frequency range. EQ is a vast topic, and do not worry too much at the beginning about EQ. If your recording quality is bad, the first thing is to fix your recording environment. Fixing the recording environment does not mean expensive fixes, rather than softening surroundings. This YouTube video from YouTube Creators Academy nicely explains how to fix your recording room. You can find the video link in description. The most common tip on EQ is to apply bass boost and treble boost. You will get bass boost on manage, factory presence, then bass boost. Let me fix the view with this slider, so things can be seen better with audio level. Bass boost applies 9 dB boost on frequency 20 to 100 Hz, then applies a gradually decreasing boost from 100 Hz to 500 Hz. Do not worry if you do not understand these frequencies, it basically increases the deepness in the voice. But I suggest you use 100 Hz rumble instead of bass boost. Reason is, human voice generally starts around 80 Hz. So applying bass boost normally increases those frequencies where there is no voice. Worst thing is certain noise, like something heavy falling on the floor, produces frequency in that range. So blindly applying bass boost increases those noises, if you have any. 100 Hz rumble cut out those noises. If you want to adjust the line, you can drag and drop these small white circles. Click on any point to get those circles. Click OK to apply these 100 Hz rumble EQ. Go to Effect, Filter Curve again to apply treble boost. Treble boost normally adds crispness to your sound. You can find treble boosts in factory presets. Like noise reduction, you can preview the audio here.
Audacity is a free audio editing software.
Now I will apply the last effect on this audio, normalize. Normalization is a kind of volume control. Rather than increasing every piece of audio the same way, it does some calculation to increase audio with the peak level. You may ask if normalization is really needed? Most of the time your recorded audio won't be as loud as you want to be, so normalization takes care of this loudness issue. Go to Effect, then Normalize. Default peak amplitude is -1 dB. After setting peak amplitude for your audio, check the playback meter. It is ideal to be between -12 and -6 in the playback meter. If I preview this, most of the time the meter is yellow. I will set to -2 and check. It is also in the yellow region most of the time. I will set to -3 and preview. This time looks much better. So I will use -3 for peak amplitude. This way you can set the normalization to increase the loudness of your audio. You can see the wave has changed or grown vertically, as I had normalized. So with these 3 effects of noise reduction, EQ or filter curve, and normalize, you will see a significant improvement in your audio. The order of applying effects has to be the same as I have shown. If you normalize first and then noise reduce, you won't see that much improvement. As a beginner level tutorial, I am not going into technical details, but keep in mind the order of effects matters a lot. So I have got an improved audio, and I want to send it over to someone or use it in my project. To do that, I have to get this as an audio file. You can get the audio file in Audacity by exporting it. Go to File, Export, and you see options to export in different formats. I will export it as WAV. WAV is uncompressed, so the best quality audio is in WAV format, but takes more space in the disk. Choose where you want to save the file and give it a name. I will give sample edited and save. You can store some meta information in the audio like artist name or track title, etc. It is not required, but you can give if you wish. So this was how you can record, save, edit and export audio in Audacity. Now we will see some features of Audacity as an editor. Knowing these features is essential to effectively edit audio. You have already seen, you can select any part of the audio by dragging it. If you want to move the playhead at any point, just click on that point in the timeline. Sometimes you may want to see the timeline in more detail. You can use the zoom in button here to expand the timeline and zoom out to back to original position. To remove any part from the track, select the part and hit the delete button. To undo any action, Command Z in Mac and Control Z in Windows. Copy-paste works in the same way as any document editor. Select the part, then copy with Control C or Command C, then click the point where you want to paste. Control V or Command V will make a copy of your selected part. Sometimes you will want to add more time gaps between your audio. To do that, select the Time Shift tool from the Tools toolbar. Now you see the selection hand cursor change to the left-right move arrow cursor. Drag to left or right to shift, it now shifts the whole track to the left or right. To move a certain part of the audio, click to the point which you want to move. Then go to Edit, Clip Boundaries in the menu. Click Split and it will split your audio from that point. You see the selection line change to a bold black line. You can now move that part separately. When you move some audio, the newly introduced gap is absolute silence, and the playhead will move normally through the gap. To silence any part of the audio, select it and go to Silence Audio Selection tool. You can also do reverse of this action, silencing outside of the selection. For that, click on Trim Audio Outside Selection. Notice one thing, this only affected the part before the split. When you split a track, it is still a single track, but this kind of action only affects the split section. If a small part of your audio is disturbingly more loud than the rest, you can use Amplify effect. Go to Effect, Amplify. Here you can use the slide to set new peak amplitude. Set a value to lower the loudness. You see the peak has been decreased. If the newly set value is not perfect, you can undo the effect by Control Z or Command Z and apply Amplify again. This monitoring meter toolbar is a visual guide of sound level, both during recording and playback. You should target to go over -24 during recording and -12 after you edit the audio. If for some reason you do not see these meters, go to View, Toolbars. Check, a tick mark appears before both the recording meter toolbar and playback meter toolbar. I will uncheck the playback meter to show how it works. Now the playback meter toolbar is gone, only the recording meter toolbar is there. To get back the playback meter, go to View, Toolbars again. Check the playback meter toolbar, and it is back. You see it is now at the bottom of all toolbars. You can drag it to the previous position. You can also drag and drop this toolbar to make it bigger or smaller. Bigger toolbar shows the sound level in more detail. So that is all as part 1 of beginner level Audacity tutorial. Please like this video to support my work. I hope to make another video soon with other editing features of Audacity.